Hey guys, Galactic Knight here. And no, this episode isn't an April Fool's Day joke. Mostly due to the fact that this video comes out after April 1st, so a little background. After the series Teen Titans ended in 2006, DC Entertainment and Warner Bros. Animation created Teen Titans Go in 2013. The fan base was mostly or at least that was most of the ones on the internet were. But over time, the show has gotten a following of younger audiences, and even had a theatrical movie that gained critical and audience praise. Honestly, I did watch this show, and I just thought it was okay. It's not the original and could work on some of its humor, but I've seen the problem solvers, so your move. It's not good, but I've seen much worse. So just for fun, I'm counting down 10 of what I considered the good episodes of Teen Titans Go. Number 10, Waffles. This is just what you expect. This episode starts with Cyborg and Beast Boy are playing a game where they only say, you guessed it, waffles. As the episode progressed, their game starts to annoy the others, but when Brother Blood, voiced by John DiMaggio, captured them, they then annoy him, which ironically defeated him. So yeah, this is basically stupid humor. Now, stupid humor can work, this joke in particular. In Monty Python, there's a skit that's like this.
Spam, bacon, sausage and spam! Spam, egg, spam, bacon and spam!
Also, like most comedies, only works with a side of misery. Someone has to suffer for the stupid moment to work. We also get John DiMaggio back as Brother Blood, and he is by far the best part of the episode.
You're messing with me now, aren't you?
Waffles!
Look, you know where to find me!
Can't help it, when a character is confused, it's hilarious. Number 9, Friendship. Insert brony joke here. This episode starts with Control Freak, voiced by Alexander Polinsky, put the Titans in the TV show Pretty Pegasus, and they must find a way out, with Raven freaking out about being in her favorite show and meeting Sparkleface and Butterbean. If you haven't guessed, this episode is based on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, with Pretty Pegasus as a parody of the show. Which also makes sense since Raven's voice actress Tara Strong also voices Twilight Sparkle. But this episode is also similar to the original Teen Titans episode, Don't Touch That Dial, where the Titans are also sent to the TV dimension while chasing Control Freak. But instead of Beast Boy getting excited, it's Raven. Plus, when do you hear a pony say this?
We can kick him in the face!
Jesus.
Though some episodes of Friendship is Magic is more disturbing. I mean, there's one episode where Twilight is turned to stone. But in the end, the episode does show that not all problems are solved through violence. Plus, Beast Boy needs to learn how to transform into a Pegasus.
Hello, friends!
Pleasant dreams. Number 8, Oregon Trail. When the rest of the team were feeling lazy on a hot summer day, Robin forces the other Titans into a mid-1800s style adventure with covered wagons. The only problem is that the team dies one by one from attacks from the elements and dysentery, with only Robin still alive at the end of this episode. Only later dies off-screen due to dysentery, according to the ending. This episode definitely parodies a popular video game, The Oregon Trail. Right down to restriction that you cannot carry more than 100 pounds back to the wagon, the excess die of dysentery means spawned by this game, to the number of choices as if they were in a video game. So it appears they do parodies well in this show. Also, when this episode aired, Raven died 6 times, Starfire died 7 times, Cyborg died 9 times, and Beast Boy and Robin died for the 10th time. This show really likes killing off these characters. That is not a joke, I just wanted to point that out. Number 7, Beast Girl. In an attempt to stop Mana Rouge, voiced by Hayden Walsh, to replace all pizza with pierogies and bullshit. No, really, that's our plan. Beast Boy meets a female version of himself called Beast Girl, and learns that they have so much in common. And when they get captured by Madame Rouge, it is revealed that the Titans have gender-bent counterparts and they rescue the Titans and defeat Madame Rouge. So yeah, the opposite gender Titans concept was taken from Rule 64 of the Rules of the Internet, which states that every male character has a female counterpart and vice versa. Websites devoted to art of such opposite gender characters exist. Again, we've seen that in other forms of media as well. Plus, we also see Cree Summer as Beast Girl, and Beast Boy's true origin story was briefly explained in the episode. Also, just be glad they didn't do a concept on Rule 34. Ugh. Number 6. Money Grandma. Yeah, like the show wouldn't do an episode on elections. When Robin runs an election on being a leader on the Teen Titans and starts a smear campaign against all the other Titans so that he can be re-elected as team leader, normally upset with what Robin has been doing, Raven uses a time machine to bring George Washington, played by Danny Jacobs from the past, to teach Robin how to lead, only to have an election where George Washington wins and they get into a fight. The funny part of the episode is definitely the ending. As Robin replaced George Washington in colonial times, it means Washington would never have become president in the first place, so he would never have been brought back by Raven, and hence Robin would have no reason to travel back in time in the first place. Again, I guess because of how many presidential candidates like to slander each other during the election, it is nice that this show can take a comedic spin on the idea. Plus, this is the first episode to contain adult humor on the show. That is one of the signs Robin puts up as George Washington was giving a speech in the election montage as a rear end of an etiquette animal such as a horse, a donkey, and a zebra, which actually means he's calling him a butt. It's a kid's show, guys. Grow up. Number 5. Pig in a Poke. So, the Teen Titans fighting the Joker. Why wasn't that idea in the original? The Titans are worried when Starfire says she has sent all of her money to a prince online, especially when it could be the clown prince himself. So they decided to face off with the Joker, played by Jason Spacek, to get Starfire her money back. Even though the Joker has made various appearances on the show, this was actually his first speaking role. Multiple references are made to past Joker roles when the Titans do impressions of the Joker to get into access chemicals. Cyborg did an impression of Jack Nicholson's Joker from the 1989 Batman film. Beast Boy did an impression of the late Heath Ledger's Joker from the Dark Knight film, and Mark Hamill's Joker from DCAU shows. Ironically, this episode does teach a good lesson to kids as well as adults to be aware of scams, which is a good lesson to teach, especially when there are hackers and scams on the internet nowadays. Plus, let's be honest, any DC property that mocks Jared Leto's Joker makes it easier to believe there is a god. Number 4, BBB Day. Jambalaya that his special day, Beast Boy eagerly awaits his cake, singing, and presents. But when the other Teen Titans don't give a hoot about his birthday, Beast Boy implicitly starts morphing between infant and elder. After realizing that they forgot his birthday, Raven convinces to get the others to participate in the birthday rituals in order to save Beast Boy's aging and try to bring him back. So a not so exciting birthday party. So yeah, it's a typical somebody forgot somebody's birthday trope episode. As a critic, I've seen and either love or hate cliches, but find it interesting when they do a spin on them. Well, it is interesting. One of the running jokes is that they can't do the birthday song because it's too expensive. Their way around it, they make up their own version. That's one way around copyright. It also shows that the Titans don't like celebrating birthdays, which also makes sense when some people get older, the birthday excitement can wear off. Which, unfortunately, can be a part of growing up. Next number. Number 3, Cool School. Rose Wilson escapes from prison and manages to defeat the Titans using words to insult them. Only Raven is immune to Rose's insults, and the two decide to hang out and do cool stuff together. Meanwhile, Cyborg, Starfire, and Beast Boy feel lame by comparison, so they go to Cool School. So yeah, the internet is referenced everywhere now. As seen with Rose and Raven taking selfies, a popular fad that many teenagers like to do, plus having the DCU book, a parody of Facebook, being shown. This is also an episode that mocks the haters, when we see the Titans deem themselves to be not cool and later cool. One thing about the shows is that they like to take comments from the internet and use it in the show themselves. Some do this well.
There's the please, please, please get a life foundation.
Others not so much.
Yeah, but the purpose of the journal isn't supposed to be marketing.
It can be a picky subject, and the creators know that. It shows that the creators of Teen Titans Go know the fan base of the original hate their version, and they use it to their advantage, whether the fan base likes it or not. Number 2, every crossover episode. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. The original didn't have any crossovers. They could do cameos, but they never did a full-on crossover until years later with Teen Titans Go. So I am glad they got to do these in Teen Titans Go. But out of all of them, here are my favorites. Teen Titans vs. Teen Titans Go, of course, which not only have the 2 groups, but many other versions of Titans. Plus, Starfire hitting on other Robins I find hilarious. Hugabees, who had Freakazoid's Paul Rudd help script this episode. Ghost with the Most, which has Beetlejuice trying to get the Titans to not say his name. TTG versus PPG, where Starfire, Robin, and Raven compete against Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup. Let's get serious with the cast of Young Justice. And of course, the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with these. The guest stars, of course, with Eric Bauza, Bob Bergen, Jeff Bergman, and Fred Tactisco reprise their respective roles as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Yogi Bear, Foghorn Leghorn, Mexican J. Frog, Yosemite Sam, Taz from various media. Jeff Bennett being a part of the cast and voices the Brain Gremlin in this episode. Paul Rudd as Freakazoid, of course, along with Ed Asner's final performance as Sergeant Mike Casgrove, and David Warner's final performance as the Lope before their deaths. Tom Kenny and Roger L. Jackson reunited with Tara Strong from the 1998 Powerpuff Girls series, as well as the cast from the new one. And Alec Brightman from the Beetlejuice musical reprises his role in this episode. And in these episodes, they like to mock or satirize their respective counterparts, whether it is as the characters they cross over with.
Oh, I'm Freakazoid! I like to run around in my stupid underwear and do stupid things with my hands!
DC tropes.
Can you believe Aqualad thought we were too serious?
Or Warner Brothers themselves.
Part of the tour where the shark pops out of the water?
No, that's a different studio.
You can tell they are putting it all in these episodes for the fans. Speaking of the fans, and the number 1 best Teen Titans Go episode is... Okay, before you write in the comments, let me explain why this is my favorite episode. Wally T. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. The gang meets their biggest fan, a child named Wally T, and Raven says that the mere presence and the intense admiration from a single fan multiplies and augments their strength and abilities greatly. Which explains a lot now that I think about it. But when they try too hard to get more fans, they then lose the one fan, and they realize that even one fan is better than none. And they appreciate him at the end of the episode. Okay, so here are some of the complaints about the episode. Some people claim the episode as offensive as they considered it the worst way to respond to critics, and downright disrespectful to the child involved. Others point out that the changing the voice actor of your only fan with another voice actor is wrong. In this case, Kara Strong got credited rather than Wally T himself. In addition, people said that Starfire and Raven getting excited over Wally T made them feel uncomfortable. Here's the thing with this episode. This episode was created for the interests of a child from the Make-A-Wish Foundation named William Walter Thompson, who loves the show. Plus, its the original intent wasn't to stir up hatred, rather to grant Wally's wish. And they did. But this is number 1, because it taught me to keep doing what I love no matter what. And that I started YouTube to get better at making videos and have the courage to share my opinions and criticisms. And let's be honest, Hollywood needs to learn from that. If you're in something to make money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. As the quote from Albert Schweitzer once said, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful." It's something to think about if you want to start a career. Any other episodes you like, leave them down in the comments, and remember to appreciate the people that love and support you. I'm Galactic Knight, and I'll see you guys next time.